Jody. Thanks for the gift. What's good, everybody? Greetings. Salutations. How's the day so far? How have you been? In about a year. Well, welcome back. Hey, thanks for those gifts, my friend. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. Good day, good day, good day. It is Tuesday still here in Washington on the West Coast. Thus, we are reading for Tarot Tuesday. All 12 houses this evening. Starting in just a moment, we'll be beginning with Aries, house number 1. Welcome in, my dudes. Good to see you, good to see you. Salutations and greetings. Super stoked to get started. How's the music? How's the audio? Can you hear me clearly? If you can hear me, would you mind clicking the screen a couple times so they know the microphone is working on your side? Maybe saying what's up, where you're tuning in from. We're going to be starting in just a moment. Welcome from Illinois. Welcome from Sacramento. Salutations. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to be starting in just a moment. Curious how the audio is working, how everything's looking. Curious what you're grateful for today. Welcome in from New York and New Jersey. Awesome indeed. Good to hear. Today in my hands we have the Hermetic Tarot. We have the Goddess Power Oracle over here. What's good, Heather? Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you, my friend. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We're grounding, we're focused, we're flowing. We're going to begin in just a moment with house number 1, Aries, then we'll flow forward all the way to house number 12, Pisces. General readings for the collective this evening. It's Tuesday. We're reading for Tarot Tuesday. I'm stoked to get started. Let some dudes jump into the room. Ground to the space. It's good to see you today. Thanks, Heather. It's a beautiful one. A gift from my babes. It's a beautiful t-shirt. Indeed. Welcome in, welcome in. Greetings and salutations. What's good, Bubbles? Welcome back. Good to see you. Greetings. Today is Tarot Tuesday. We're going to be beginning in just a moment. Stoked. Flowing. We're ready to get started today. Champion fans are out here saying what's good. I'm excited to get started tonight. I feel like these cards have some I want to say gentle yet important messages on the horizon for the collective. I'm excited to get started. Bubble says the Schumann's been making me feel weird past couple of days. Silly solar flares. Is that what it is? I've been feeling the density, but I wasn't sure what was going on. I don't really pay attention too much to the Schumann resonance. Welcome in, welcome in. Greetings, salutations. I'm just shuffling these cards, getting this energy moving letting some more dudes jump into the room before we begin this evening, but I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get started. Are y'all ready for these collective readings? You're like, yeah, cool, we're chilling. Either way. It's Tarot Tuesday. We're going to be reading for all 12 houses, starting with Aries. Aries, the house of the identity, the house of new beginnings, the house of individuality. Fire. Yes, cardinal fire. Ignition. If you're ready, go ahead and drop me that sunflower emoji so I know that you can hear me clearly. Maybe click the screen a couple times. We're ready to get started tonight. It's good to see y'all. I'm focused. I'm flowing. I'm feeling lit. I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling groovy. I'm excited to see what these cards have to say for the collective today. Thank you dearly to all of our guides and all of our guardians. Our spirit team, the angels, the aliens, those watching over us and encouraging us to continue to show up and surrender. What a gift it is to be here today as a channel to share these cards and these messages for the collective. Any guidance, clarity, signs or synchronicities, words of wisdom, omens, welcome in, welcome in. We are focused, we are flowing. We are now shuffling these cards for the collective. Aries, house number 1. We're going to cut the deck, clear it, we'll let it rest. We draw 2 cards from the top of the Hermetic Tarot. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. We invite in 1 goddess from the Goddess Power Oracle. Funny, considering that Aries is cardinal fire, yeah, we get a lot of water on the table. Nonetheless, a solid reading. Let's get right to it. We have the Ace of Cups here in the root. Lord of the roots of the powers of water. For Aries, house number 1, Ace of Cups. We have the Fool here in reverse in the draw. The Foolish Man. The Spirit of the Ether. The 9 of Cups here in the draw as well, reverse. Lord of material happiness. Here we have Mama Kocha, the goddess of water, in the draw for the collective. Aries, house number 1. I feel like the key card of this reading is the Ace of Cups here in the root. And the frequency that this card holds, a cup that is overfloweth with one's energy. I feel ultimately I'm receiving this practice that I enjoy on occasion of basically washing myself in golden light, of to cleanse the body, the soul, the spirit, the being, and it's just allowing golden light, like observing or witnessing or imagining this within the creator within the seat here. Golden light just washing over one's body, over one's soul. I'm receiving this energy right now for the Ace of Cups in the root and how this will allow us to clear any energies that may be lingering in our field that are creating blockages or distractions or distortions so that we can return to pure intention, moving forward with clarity and consciousness to the best of our ability. I'm being reminded how everything is water. Everything is water in this life. And it's so important to recognize how we are navigating through our moment to moment, because the frequency which we are emitting alters the water within the air around us and our experience, and the water that we drink, the water that we breathe, the water that is life ultimately. And this is where it's so important and necessary to learn how to sustain a high frequency. I feel like that's a very big part of this current chapter of the collective's mission, is sustaining this new level of high frequency, especially as we're here in Sagittarius season. Now it's like, as we've grounded in this higher frequency, we can begin to expand our edges. Ultimately, with the Fool and the 9 of Cups in reverse, I'm being reminded, or I'm seeing this energy of going out and exploring out of one's comfort zone, growing out of one's limits. Yes, because this is how we can continue to evolve as individuals and step greater into our realms of, I want to say, just like leveling up. This is the energy I'm sort of getting from this reading. Because you've been on this path so committedly, it feels like evolution is around the corner. And with house number 1 being first house and new beginnings, I'm seeing a shift in one's perspective and one's approach to life in general. Ultimately, a much more positive and jovial means of just navigating reality and recognizing that this is a commitment, a choice, moment to moment, day to day, breath by breath, of seeing the silver lining and the brighter side of things. It ain't easy, and especially when in the heat of the moment, that's when it can be most challenging, that we're all learning ultimately. It's important to stay focused, stay persistent, and to continue to flow like water, as a wise Bruce Lee once said. May your cups overflow with this December. We're going to keep flowing this evening. Thank you, Aries, house number 1 this evening. If you resonated with any of that message, go ahead and drop me the fire emoji or the Aries emoji. We're going to keep this energy flowing for house number 2 tonight. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Leo is house number 5. We'll get there in due time. Up next, we have Taurus, house number 2 for the collective. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Wherever you may have Venus placement, Venus is where? Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. Wherever you have a Venus placement, the message is for the collective. House number 2 is all about our values, our earthly embodiment, that which we hold near and dear to our core. We flow forward for the collective. Yes, let's get to it. I see y'all, my dudes, stoked and focused for Taurus. We're going to cut the deck. We're going to clear it. We're going to let it rest. Do we have any Taurus in the room? Flowing forward, we have a Princess of Cups right here in the draw. Princess of the Palace of Floods. 9 of Wands here in reverse. Lord of Great Strength, reverse. Queen of Wands, also in reverse. Also in the root. Queen of the Thrones of the Flame. And the goddess for you, Hera, the goddess of alliances, the queen of Greek mythology, the pantheon. From these cards, I'm getting this energy of, it's like kind of cheesy, but I'm getting a couple messages from this reading. First and foremost, I'm just kind of getting this energy of telling the people that you love them. Like right now, more than ever, it never hurts to just like reach out to somebody if they just like pop into your mind or into your field. Just like shoot them a little text like, hey, for some reason you were on my mind and I just want to say that I love you, I wish you well. With the Queen of Wands here, I'm getting that this is you, whoever's receiving this message right now, Queen of Wands. And the Princess of Cups, I'm seeing this like energy of someone who's like sort of younger than you, someone who you like care for, look after, and just like recognizing like how important it is to see the great strength that you both embody and how you've both evolved throughout this year. I'm getting like very much showing love for your crew, your alliance here in this moment in time. And maybe now I'm feeling called to share the remembrance of like perhaps throwing an event like a potluck or gathering to bring people together this winter as it's getting colder. It never hurts to keep the fire alive within and with the crew. Ultimately, that's kind of like an energy I'm getting, very social, Sag energy from this reading right now. I'm also just like seeing commending the individual receiving this message. With the great strength here, 9 of Wands, I'm seeing how the cards are basically like shouting you out for staying true to your flame, for keeping your eternal fire lit and stoked throughout the process so you can alchemize anything. As life is not easy ultimately, but if we keep our flame lit, preserved, this is how we can stay shining through any of the darkness ultimately. The Princess of Cups here, I'm receiving this energy as well as listening to one's intuition and one's emotions. Cups is the element of water. Water is the element of feelings, intuitions, emotions. Learning how to wield one's emotion as the fuel to one's fire. Ultimately, cheers to the water. Ultimately, building an alliance within as well. An alliance with the mind, the body, the soul, with the logic, the intuition, the feelings, and the emotions. Yes, and then choosing to stay true to one's core, to one's values, prioritizing self-care throughout this season, keeping your flame lit, prioritizing time for pleasure to the best of your ability, doing what is necessary, the responsibilities for cultivating health and tending to one's strengths. Ultimately, I feel like these cards are really commending you and just saying keep up the good work throughout this reading towards house number 2. And maybe with this new moon in a couple weeks, focusing one's energies, planting the seeds of building deeper levels of community and expanding one's connections. I'm getting strong friendship energy with the Hera card here. Yeah. Simple, cute, important though, nonetheless. So thank you, Taurus. House number 2. We're going to keep flowing. Appreciate y'all. Up next, we have house number 3, Gemini energy, Gemini sun, moon, ascendants, where we may have a Mercury placement. Gemini is all about communication. Yes, yes, yes. We're focused. We're flowing for the message today. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are currently flowing forward for house number 3, Gemini energy tonight. Where might the message lay? What do these cards want to say? Do I have any Taurus? Do I have any Geminis in the house? What's good, everybody? How are we vibing? Just checking in, checking in. Gemini, you get an extra card as we are shuffling. Focus. Flowing. For you this evening. We have the 3 of Cups here, reverse, for Gemini squad. Lord of Abundance, right around the corner. King of Wands, also in reverse in the draw. Prince of the Chariots of Fire. What's good, Paige? Welcome in, you legend. Good day, my friend. We are currently reading Tarot Tuesday, all 12 houses, and we're on house number 3 currently. Gemini, what's good, everybody? We have the Lord of Material Happiness here in the draw as well. Extra card for Gemini. Gemini and Jupiter, 9 of Cups, which is what will be happening next year. And here we have the 2 of Wands, Lord of Dominion. The goddess for the collective, we have Lisi, the goddess of revelations. We also have the goddess Scold here. The goddess of the future jumps in as well, in reverse. House number 3, communication energy. I'm receiving this envisionment of living one's greatest expression, ultimately. Like, what does it feel like in your body to feel alive? What does it feel like to rejoice, to be overflowing? Like we read it for house number 1, that Ace of Cups energy, to be overflowing with one's cup. The 2 of Wands is showing me how you've been claiming your dominion. You've been claiming your power. You've been getting to know yourself and what keeps you lit, and you've been learning how to cultivate this flame, ultimately. With the 9 of Cups here, the extra card, Lord of Material Happiness. I'm seeing that the material happiness is on the way, as well as this Lord of Abundance and this King of Wands card here, both in reverse. They're right around the corners, and this really comes from the alchemy of one's emotions, learning how to channel one's water towards the flame of one's life, because our water is our emotions, our flame is our actions. So learning how to align our emotions with our actions so that we're moving in harmony within our person, so we can actualize the reality that it is that we wish to see, ultimately, because the universe wants to see us create our dream life. I firmly believe this. I claim this. The card Revelations here, Lizzie, alongside the goddess School, the goddess of the future, is reminding us there's a couple things. The fact that she's in the reverse, I'm being reminded that the future is an illusion. The only thing that really exists is right here, this present moment. The more that we can just feel what it is that we wish to experience in the future right now, this is how we can then actualize that future in this moment. Shouts out to the law of assumption, the process and the ability of the imagination, working with the imagination to tune the vessel to the frequency of the reality that it is that you wish to experience and see, ultimately. And a big part of that is just claiming one's power, one's space, responsibility for one's life and one's actions and one's emotions. because we can choose how deep we dive into our emotions. Sometimes it's very difficult, and sometimes we don't always sometimes we let our emotions get the best of us, and that's fine. At the same time, the more we can learn how to be the master of our emotions, so that we can then channel and harness our emotions to be that which is inspiring the action, that flame, ultimately is how we will then step deeper into the seat of the witness and cultivate our reality. Yes. Right now I'm just being very much reminded of the law of assumption, just tapping into and attuning to that frequency of abundance for oneself, what that looks like and it feels like to you. Make you to just claim your truth, live in knowing yourself. Paige, I think your app is doing something silly. It's like commenting your comment multiple times. No swords here on the table. However, yeah, strong fire with the wands, and it's important to learn how to wield our swords with the action of the air and what we're communicating with the Gemini. But yeah, we're gonna keep it flowing tonight. Up next, we have house number 4. House number 4 on the way. We have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Keep the energy moving. What's good, Lily? Welcome in. Perfect timing. Salutations. Good evening, everybody. I was called in at the perfect moment. Love how it works. Let's do this. House number 4. This is the house of the home, the house of connections, the house of the core. Moon and Cancer, double on the house number 4 energy. I'm excited to see what these cards have to say today for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. You got the Moon and Cancer placement, that's double on the house number 4. Any messages, any guidance, signs or synchronicities, words of wisdom for you, my friends. We're going to cut it, we're going to clear it, we're going to let it rest. Wow. Strong. Alright, cool. Well, the Ace of Cups makes another appearance tonight. I love this card so much. It's one of my favorites in the deck. The Ace of Cups here. Lord of the roots of the powers of water. We have the Fortitude card here in the draw. The Strength card, Daughter of the Flaming Sword. We have the Nine of Cups once more, this time in reverse. Lord of Material Happiness. And the Goddess this evening we have Benzai 10. The Goddess of Beauty for the collective. I'm just seeing immense complementary energy this evening for these cards. They're just basically saying, like, the collective is doing great things. May you continue to just beautify your space internally and externally. May you just continue to cultivate and sustain. I think I'm receiving a metaphor right now, a real-time metaphor. Yesterday, my babes and I, we did deep cleaning of the bathroom, and I like snaked the drain. I got all of our hair out from our shower, you know? And that's kind of what I'm getting right now, because like the gunk has been removed. The flow is just moving so good. This Ace of Cups is like overflowing because we have been taking care of ourselves. We've been doing the necessary cleaning to allow the flow to keep sustaining. And this is what's so necessary. This is why self-care is so important. That's why like practicing our meditation, our yoga, our breathing exercises, just connecting with jovial individuals, eating healthy food, getting our time out in nature, exercising. All these things are so necessary to clean and cleanse our home, house number 4, our home within and then all around us as well, and how everything is so connected. And so when we clean our physical space, our metaphysical space also flows all the better, all the brighter. So may you just continue to stay on top of all the little things so that it doesn't build up over time. Just continue to stay focused on cultivating that beautiful life that you deserve. I feel like these cards are complimenting you. They're saying like, dang, you are beautiful, so much more than you recognize and you give yourself credit for. It takes courage to be that beautiful. It takes strength to stay beautiful. Beauty is pain, oftentimes people will say. So may you continue to stay focused, stay sharp, stay clear. And continue to tend to your home. It's really like simple but cute and necessary at the same time. But like recognizing that we can build a life of basing our frequency in the Ace of Cups energy, and that's really where sustainability and doing the little things of self-care and the downtime and the in-between can assist us in building a life of this Ace of Cups. Ultimately, groovy, groovy, groovy. We're going to keep this energy flowing for house number 4 to house number 5 tonight. Appreciate you, Cancer. What a cute reading. We're going to keep this energy flowing for house number 5, Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Welcome in and greetings, everybody. Salutations. We are currently out here reading the cards for the collective. House number 5 on the horizon. Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. House number 5 is about passion, romance, the ego. This is our fire, our desires, what it is that we wish to actualize in our life. Do I have any Leos in the house? What's good? What's good? Welcome in, welcome in. We are focused. We are flowing for house number 5 tonight. Stoked. So bright. We're Leo tonight. Let's do this. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. We draw 2 from the top of the deck. Flip it upside down. We show the root. Solid. Here we go. For you, Leo, we have the Hermit in the draw. The Magus of the voice of light. The Hermit here. We have the Queen of Pentacles here in the draw as well. Queen of the Thrones of Earth for the collective. The Fool here in the root. The Spirit of the Ether. The Fool. And the Goddess for house number 5 tonight, we have Mama Kila, the Goddess of the Moon. I'm receiving a couple of messages from this reading for house number 5. Right now, I'm finding it sort of ironic that house number 5, Leo, is embodiment of the sun. You know, we get the goddess of the moon here, Mama Kila, in reverse. I'm receiving this energy right now for house number 5 to go inward, ultimately, and learning how to cultivate that flame, that light within, and this is where we can then emit that onto the world. And this is a very general reading for just life in general, because the tarot and the way it operates, we have the Fool here in the root alongside the Hermit card. I feel like this is a very this is basically a lifelong journey, the Fool to the Hermit. And right now, basically, if we want to learn how to sustain our flame, we must continue to go inward, especially during these darker seasons, so we can stay grounded, centered, and in the root. The Queen of Pentacles, Pentacles being the element of earth, staying grounded, staying focused, staying embodied in our flame. I'm receiving this energy that one has reached the state of the Hermit, which is like on the path of self-actualization, becoming the creator of one's reality, recognizing how one is responsible for one's emotions and one's actions, and utilizing this awareness to step into the timeline that it is that they wish to experience, and all the while they've kept the Fool alive within. They haven't become calloused or calcified. They've stayed fresh, they've stayed open with the Fool in the root. It's like I'm seeing a new journey, a adventure on the horizon for this house number 5 being desire, or that what it is that you wish to manifest. I'm seeing maybe like a new business opportunity or a new kindling of a flame of interest within one's life, however that may apply to oneself, but with a greater level of awareness that you didn't necessarily have when you were younger, ultimately. Yeah, it's like I'm getting a mature fool essence energy. The fool is someone who's just like ready to go out there and do it, but I'm also getting that there's like this level of awareness that has been developed that wasn't necessarily there in one's younger years. So kudos to you, power to you, Leo, house number 5. Thank you for this reading tonight. May you continue to listen to your intuition. The moon is the guide of the soul, and the soul speaks through our intuition and our feelings in the water within. So may you continue to listen to your intuition to be your guide along this path throughout this life. Thanks, house number 5. Appreciate you, Leo. We're going to keep it flowing this evening to house number 6, Virgo. Sun, moon, ascendants, wherever you may have a Mercury placement. Stoked for this. If house number 5 is about our desires, what it is that we wish to manifest, house number 6 is the work required to do so or to sustain this. Virgo, house number 6, for all my Virgins tonight. Any messages, any clarity, signs or synchronicities, words of wisdom for the collective for house number 6 tonight. We're ready for this. The work. Stoked, flowing, focused. For my Virg bros and my Virg babes, for all y'all, house number 6 today. Communication with the vibration. If Gemini is communication with the word, Virgo is communication, Mercury, with the body and how we hold the frequency of that, what it is that we are communicating. Yes, house number 6 for you this evening. These cards are jumping. We're ready. Let's do this. We draw 2 from the top of the deck. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. We invite in a goddess for you. House number 6. I find ironic, given that house number 6 is about work, right now we have 4 of Swords, Lord of Rest from Strife. 4 of Swords. King of Cups here in the draw. Prince of the Chariots of Water. King of Cups. 4 of Cups here, Lord of Blended Pleasure in the draw. Brigid, the goddess of creation, the goddess of spring, the creative spark here for house number 6 this evening. I feel like the real work right now is slowing down and allowing oneself to intentionally rest. Given the 4 of Swords here in the root, Lord of Rest from Strife, alongside the 4 of Cups, Lord of Blended Pleasure. This is finding pleasure in slowing down, allowing oneself to just bliss out. Maybe like getting a blanket and balling up on the couch and just allowing oneself to just melt for a moment, a day or two, if you have the capacity to do so, or whenever you have the capacity to do so. It feels like that's the real work right now for the collective house number 6. Allowing oneself to nurture oneself so that you can return to your state of creation, that what it is that you like to. But of course, we can't give from an empty cup. We must continue to return to ourselves to nurture our being first. That way we can then show up into the world. If the Ace of Cups has been a solid theme for this evening, if we want to tap into that Ace of Cups energy, we must rest first, restore, revitalize, regenerate ourselves so that we can then replenish and get back into the world. Yes, cozy vibes, big time. 100%. I love this way of life. Mel says, currently bundled in a heated blanket. You already know what you're doing, it right? Absolutely. Yeah, so it seems like if you are just out here staying cozy throughout this winter time, you're already on the wave. And if you haven't already started getting cozy today, perhaps now this is your sign to not take shit so seriously, to allow yourself to rest so you can replenish and create come spring. That's the perfect time to create. But right now, we're just vibing out for the rest of winter, taking it easy, staying in hermit mode, flowing forward. That's the real work. It's learning how to slow down. So easy, so challenging, especially in a world where we're taught to be so productive. Hey, cheers to the cozy vibes, the beautiful life. Fire. It's lit. We flow forward from house number 6. Thank you, Berg Babes. We're going to keep it flowing today. Up next, we have house number 7 for the collective Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Libra placements for you, my friends. House number 7 is about relationships, connections, communication, whether they be romantic, whether they be friendly, familial, or business. House number 7 is all about the connection, working together. House number 7, Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Wherever you may have a Venus placement, Venus is also the ruling planet. We cut the deck, we clear it, we let it rest. Ooh, right there. Right there. Libra for you tonight. Let's do this. Some solid cards for you, my friends. House number 7. In the root, we have the 6 of Pentacles here. Lord of material success. 2 of Pentacles here. In the draw, 2 of Pentacles. Lord of harmonious change for the collective. House number 7. Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. We have the Hangman here. Reverse in the draw as well. Spirit of the mighty waters. And the goddess for you this evening, we have Ayn, the goddess of adaptability for the collective. When it comes to connection, communication, house number 7, I feel things are flourishing. The 6 of Pentacles being the root, Lord of material success, it feels that things are changing for the better. And it all begins with the changing of one's perspective, how we look at our life, how we choose to navigate our reality ultimately then will alter how our reality then responds back to us. This is where it's so important to stay adaptable, to stay focused, to stay in the frequency of the victor, to recognize the interconnectivity of everything, and instead of taking things personally, learning how to just sit in the seat of the witness and observe the experience playing out, especially going into the public space. They can be extremely stressful, especially these days. So it's so important to learn how to stay rooted in the seat of the witness. The Hangman card here in reverse is reminding us the importance of staying grounded in the observer of our reality and not allowing the stressors of our external to get the best of us. Sometimes they do, and that's okay. There's no shame in this. But ultimately, the more we can stay adaptable, the more we can reflect on our experiences, learn from them, and learn how to regulate ourselves in real time so that we may continue to show up from our greatest state of beingness. This is how we can then continue to step deeper into our empowerment, our confidence, our composure, and then invite in that material success as well, however it is that we wish to invite it to take form, whether it be material success as a vibe, as a frequency, or as a means of like actually calling in coins or money or relationships, especially with house number 7 being here. I feel like this could be material success in one's relationship, in one's connections, and it's ultimately how we choose to then approach our connections, our relationships, our conversations is ultimately how they're going to play out. So the more we can just navigate from a honest, vulnerable, open, expressive space, the more likely they will then play out according to the dream life energy is what I'm getting. Yes, and I feel like you've been on this wavelength for a while now. I feel like you're going to see some big shifts in this coming calendar, this upcoming season. So appreciate you being here this evening. House number 7, Godspeed to you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. We're going to keep this energy flowing. For house number 8 today. Heck yeah, Paige. House Libra. In this, on the growth, bringing in that material success, evolution, all the good things. We keep the energy flowing. For house number 8 today, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendants for you, my friends. Scorpio is ruled by the planet of Pluto. Pluto. Transformation. The depths, the shadow, the darkness. We're focused. We're flowing for you today. House number 8. I'm going to cut the deck. We'll clear it. We'll let it rest. We draw 2 cards from the top of the deck. We'll flip the deck upside down to show the root. And a goddess for you. House number 8. Today, Scorpio. First, we have the goddess Iris here, right side up. The goddess of rainbows, the goddess of communication. All 3 of the cards are in reverse in the tarot. We have the Justice card here for house number 8. Daughter of the Lords of the Truth. We have the Sun here in reverse for you. Scorpio, house number 8, Lord of the Fire of the World. We have the Two of Cups here in reverse in the root. Lord of Love. For you, Scorpio, house number 8. Focused, flowing, right to it. Welcome in. Welcome in. Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations. We are currently reading for house number 8. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendants today. I'm focused. I'm just out here in the zone, channeling these messages for the collective. I'm curious, what is that's blocking you, Scorpio? That's basically what I'm receiving, this energy. I feel like the body is communicating, and right now it's really important to listen to one's body, because with all these cards in reverse, the Justice card, the Sun card, the Two of Cups, once you start to recognize what it is that is creating that blockage, that dampening, that I'm getting, I'm getting fear energy, and I'm getting solar plexus energy, if I'm just going to speak intuitively. I'm getting believing oneself, shining one's light, but also fear or not believing in the connections with others. Ultimately, I'm feeling this energy of reconciling with the past. Forgiveness is this energy I'm receiving on this table. Like listening to the body and locating where the blockage is arising within the vessel ultimately is key. And this can be done through a body scan, closing one's eyes, bringing the awareness to the feet, and then visualizing, just scanning the body from the soles of the feet all the way up to the crown, and breathing as deeply as one can into the vessel, and recognizing where it's easy to breathe and where it's difficult to breathe. Where it's difficult to breathe could be potentially where there might be an energy blockage within one's system. And by breathing into these areas with like gusto, like you can actually assist in like moving that energy out and clearing it so it will then flow. So right now I'm just getting like for house number 8, Scorpio, my friends, that something is causing some level of pain and imbalance with all these cards in reverse. And as one chooses to go inward and figure out where that's coming from, then they can then bring the scales back to balance and then tap into that Two of Cups, Lord of Love, where you're just like overflowing once more love for life, shining your light unapologetically, shamelessly, allowing yourself to just continue to just exude the love from your reality. And I'm getting a lot of that blockage is coming from not trusting one's reality based on one's youth and past experiences. So this is where inner child healing and alchemizing these energies, how they have created densities within our metaphysical and our physical bodies, and how it's so important to breathe through these areas to get that energy moving. Because breath is life. Yes. So crucial. It ain't easy. They don't teach us in public school. So grateful to be able to share just that little brief technique of just like body scanning and how easy that is. And may you continue to breathe through it, to it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, house number 8. Frida says, wow, you're amazing. Kayla says, this was really for me. Shelb says, thank you. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Scorpio, for dropping these cards on the table today. A very important message. We're going to keep this energy flowing for house number 9. My birthday, babes. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. House number 9 for you tonight. I want to keep this energy moving. Yes, breath is life. Breath is life. Change your breath. Change your life. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Here you are, my friends. Wherever you have a Jupiter placement, Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. This is all about expansion. This is divine wisdom. This is divine guidance. This is as well as the house of stepping into greater realms of existence, more divine capacities, more ascendant aspects of nature, that of the beauty and sattvic, the golden realms of life. House number 9 tonight. We're going to cut the deck. We're going to clear it. We're going to let it rest. Do I have any Sagittarius in the house? How are y'all tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. Cut the deck, we clear it, we let it rest, we draw 2 from the top. Flip the deck upside down. And a goddess for you. What's good, Megan? When's your birthday? When's your birthday? It's on the way. We have the King of Wands for Sagittarius, Prince of the Chariots of the Fire. The Magician here. The Magus of Power, also in the draw. Hey, happy belated, my friend. 7 of Cups here for Sagittarius, Lord of illusory success. 7 of Cups in the root. And the goddess for you tonight, house number 9, we have Lilith, house number 29. Card number 29, house number 9. Independence, Lilith here for the collective. Right now I'm getting this energy, this remembrance, the importance of divine discernment, of how when we stay on our path, when we stay on our truth, ultimately, like, everything just becomes so clear. The confusion just dissolves. The fear, the doubt, the worry just dissolves. This is where it's so important to clean our mirror, to stay focused and to stay clear, because this is how we can stay in alignment with our golden thread, our divine path, so we can stay on this momentum of expansion, ultimately, so we can grow organically and evolve and step into our power, into our sovereignty, with Lilith being the goddess of independence here. Right now I'm being reminded of the importance of the freedom of choice and the ability to make actions for oneself and one's life. Just like you're choosing to chill here tonight and listen to this message, may you continue to utilize your awareness, listen to your intuition, and follow those signs and those synchronicities that are speaking to your soul, to your heart, to your core. May you continue to stay clear of all that which is no longer in resonance with your divinity. May you continue to practice your magic and to continue to alchemize any energies, any problems or potentials that are no longer in alignment with one's regal, royal aspects, with one's greatness, ultimately. These cards are complimenting you, they're also commending you, and they're encouraging you to stay true to your core, because as you begin to expand, heads will begin to turn. Sometimes people will be like really fascinated. Sometimes people will have derogatory expressions or judgments. But as you continue to step deeper into your Sagittarius realm of expression and expansion, you step deeper into your magic, you're going to maybe draw some attention. And that's where it's so important to stay focused and to not fall into traps, I want to say, ultimately, with this Lord of illusory success here. This is the energy I'm feeling. For example, people will like message me on my account. They'll be like, oh my gosh, your live stream was doing really good. We could help you out. If you pay us this money, then we'll help you expand your TikTok account. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. But thank you for complimenting. I'm glad that you liked our live stream or whatever. Like, it's fun out here doing what we do. But ultimately, like, we're not going to just, like, fall for those scams energy. Just like, so as you just step into your power, may you just stay true to your core, listen to your discernment, listen to your intuition, listen to the fire within, and just continue to just move in your magic. This is the root, this is the base of your reality. You've reached a point of no return, ultimately. Yeah, house number 9. Magic is life. We're going to keep this energy flowing for house number 10, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Thank you, Sagittarius. Appreciate this reading. Up next, we have Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, house number 10. This is the foundation. This is the reputation. This is governance. This is legacy energy. House number 10 tonight. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Jalea, looks like you got in at the perfect time. Cinna is also a Capricorn. I see y'all tonight. We're focused, we're flowing, for my Capricorn friends. We cut the deck, we clear it, we let it rest, we shuffle, we shuffle, we shuffle. Strong cards for you, house number 10. Let's get right to it. We have the sun here in the root. Lord of the fire of the world, Capricorn, the sun. We have the hangman here once more tonight. Spirit of the mighty waters, the hangman here for Capricorn. The ace of wands in the draw. Lord of the roots of the powers of fire, ace of wands for you. And the goddess this evening for house number 10, we have Metis, the goddess of wisdom. Metis, wisdom here. I'm seeing great shifts for the collective for house number 10. I'm seeing strong Aquarian age energy. I'm seeing with the sun here in the root alongside the hangman and the ace of wands. I'm seeing the turning of tides and times, a space in which people can just show up and honor and express themselves as the stars that they are. The sun here in the root reminds us that we are all sons. We are all sons and daughters of the universe. We are all children of creation. We are all stars. These bodies are made out of the same energy that the stars up in the sky are made of, if the stars are there up in the sky. Ultimately, everything is energy. And these bodies are luminescent. They give off light. And it's so important to see how we can continue to expand and shine our light. To continue to honor and listen to the wisdom within and all around these, so we may dive deeper into our process, our practice, our way of gnosis. 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 Knowing in your bones on a cellular level of who you are and why you are here. That's beyond English. That's beyond language and this three-dimensional illusion. This is who you are on a soul level, eternally, internally, and becoming the embodiment of your soul, so you may stay grounded in your divinity and you may operate from a conscious, aware, intentional way of living, yes, of existing, of stepping into your mission here in this life. Ultimately, I'm getting these cards are complimenting you, are commending you. They're seeing you as the star that you are. They're saying, may you continue to just shine unapologetically, continue to fine-tune all the good work that you've been doing. I feel like you've grown so much this year. Now I feel like you are grounding, and from this, building this foundation, given that house number 10 is based in the foundation, now that you're sustaining this flame, that you're creating a foundation for this high frequency, these upcoming years are just going to be expansive beyond your beliefs. So may you just stay true, stay devoted, stay consistent, stay disciplined, and everything will continue to play out perfectly. Just stay lit, stay focused, and keep tending your internal flame, and keep listening to the signs, the synchronicities, and the ways of being, and doing the little things necessary to make sure that the flame stays lit. Solid. Thank you, house number 10. What a based reading this evening. Totally based. I like it. I dig it. We're going to keep flowing. House number 11 tonight. Aquarius. Sun, moon, ascendants. Sun, moon, ascendants. Be born. What's good, friend? Carrie, you've got some fans. Be born sends their love.
Oh, yep.
Squad.
Yep.
Up next, we got Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Tonight. Shouts out to my Aquarius moon. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. This is collective energy. This is how we all show up together, create together as a society, as humanity, as life itself. Super cute. Yes, house number 11, Uranus, the higher mind, how we are all connected, ultimately. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant for you tonight. One more time. Welcome in. We are currently drawing some cards tonight for the collective. General readings for all 12 houses. We're currently completing with Aquarius, then Pisces, If you want to catch the recording of this live stream, you can find it on my YouTube tomorrow. Right now, we are reading for Aquarius, all my friends, for house number 11. Let's see what these cards want to say. First, we have the Death card here in reverse. Child of the Great Transformers for house number 11, Death. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. Lord of Material Gain. Nine of Pentacles. Knight of Wands in reverse. Lord of Flame and Lightning in the root. And the goddess for you, Yi. The goddess of the sun here, reverse, for house number 11. I think before anything, for this house number 11 reading, I just want to hold a moment of silence for all those in suffering, for all those currently going through suffering, challenging in life, and all those who are not with us now. I think over anything, I want to just allow a moment for silence. So if you'd like to join me in that, if you just want to set your device down, if you just want to take like 3 strong breaths with me, please. On an Aquarian level, on a collective level, I think now more than ever, the human population is becoming aware of how much suffering exists within society and how the society in which we live was built on that suffering. And I feel now people are wanting to do things differently because they are like, wait, what? This is how things have been going on this entire time? Are you kidding me? The society has only been allowing a limited number of individuals to show up and shine their light. But the collective is waking up because of apps like this, because of means of communication and interconnectivity. People are wishing to see a brighter future, a more prosperous, harmonious, heavenly way of existing and living. Ultimately, the Nine of Pentacles here, Lord of Material Gain, is sort of the energy that I'm receiving, the way that we are turning to as a collective, but ultimately, like, not realizing that we wouldn't be here without all of the individuals who got here before us, and to honor those who are no longer with us, and also honor the inherent transitory nature of reality, how death and life go hand in hand. And it's so important to embrace death with a welcoming glance, I will say. With the Knight of Wands here in reverse, this is learning how to practice alchemy, learning how to shift our flame, our awareness to that what it is that we wish to experience. There's this song that's called All Vibes Only, All Vibes Only, and it's I'm an alchemist, I'll have whatever you throw me, basically. Not just good vibes, I'll take all vibes only, because that's what a proper alchemist can do. They can work with all of the energy, not just good vibes. And a lot of people in the spiritual community will be like, love and light, good vibes only, and that's just not really real. But it's beautiful to create a brighter future where people can experience more joy, more freedom, more love for life. That's what we are here to do. Though ultimately, like, that requires a fair amount of work, effort, and energy. We wouldn't even be able to be here to say that today if it wasn't for all the individuals who have sacrificed their life and put their livelihood on the line to allow us to simply show up here and practice our magic right here tonight with y'all. Yeah, and so I think that's just like a very important thing to remember, to just allow ourselves to stay in a seat of reverence for moving forward into the future as we continue to just create and step into the timeline of the life that it is that we wish to live ultimately. So yeah, kind of a multi-dimensional reading, but I feel like it's very important, and I'm doing my best to keep it general, to not dive too far into any of the potential tangents that reading brought up. I just find it very important to stay grounded, to keep shining, and to stay grounded and to keep shining. I want to say stay high, keep your head up, and to stay grounded at the same time. So necessary, so crucial. Stay rooted and be bright as well. I'm getting strong sunflower energy, just like rooted in the ground, but also like reaching up for the sun. Like, yeah, that's like what's required throughout these times of transition. To be upright and steadfast. Yeah. And we keep flowing. Godspeed, my friends. Up next, we have house number 12 tonight. House number 12 tonight. Hey, Melly, I appreciate you, my friend. Nothing more than a reflection of you. Up next, we got Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, house number 12. This is the subconscious. This is the dream. This is the spirit aspect of the zodiac. The last sign of the chart, house number 12 tonight. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, where we have a Neptune placement. Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces, the planet of the dreams, the dream life, the dream realm, the waking dream, the ineffable, that which cannot be explained or defined or held in form for you tonight. House number 12. What's the word? Solid cards. Alright, house number 12. Once more, we have Ein here for you. The goddess of adaptability, the queen of the Fae, Pisces for you today. Number 1, Ein. We have the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. All of the tarot cards in reverse for house number 12. Lord of the forces of life here for you. The Death card here, reverse as well. Child of the Great Transformer is making another appearance. And the Seven of Wands here. Lord of Valor in reverse. Pisces, house number 12. Right now, I'm hearing the song Legal Alien. I think it's Legal Alien. I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. No, Englishman in New York. That's the name of the song. I can't remember who sings it. Englishman in New York. But in that song, he says, "A gentleman may walk but never run." That's kind of this energy I'm receiving right now for Pisces, of just like staying adaptable, staying true to being the embodiment of the dream. I think this is ultimately the goal of living as an ascended Pisces, is to walk with valor, an open heart, shoulders rolling down and back, not having any fear or worry within one's being, learning how to embrace all of the transformations and changes of one's life, and still staying focused and committed and devote to the path of fortune, staying brave, staying courageous, because fortune favors the brave, and recognizing how it takes courage to stay adaptable, to stay open to evolution, but ultimately I'm getting this energy of first, complimenting oneself for all the great work one has been putting into oneself, and second, letting oneself put to rest aspects of one experience that have been blocking that fortune from reaching its utmost fruition. And that's really stepping deeper into one's valor, staying true, staying committed, staying in the embodiment of one's values and one's virtues to one's best of one's ability. Yes, Children of the Great Transformers, the death song here, is just reminding us the importance of how everything is always transforming, everything is always changing. And the more that we can stay true, but ultimately the real remains. When you stay committed to your core, when you stay devoted to your virtues and your values, those things will never change. They'll just become more true. They'll just become more defined. They'll become more sculpted and embodied and articulated. This is where it's so important to stay consistent, to stay devoted, to stay persistent, to stay disciplined, but also to not become too attached. Yes, to stay open, to flowing, to evolving, and then the fortune will continue to play out in your favor. This is the key. This is the key. This is the way. Thank you, Pisces. I appreciate this message, and I'm so excited for you tonight. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening. Some solid cards on the table. Really grateful to be able to share these messages. We just completed with Pisces, house number 12. Yes, Englishman in New York is by Sting. Thanks, Lola. I appreciate you this evening. Greetings, everybody, for just not getting here. What's good if you've been here for a bit? We are completing the evening right now with all 12 readings. If you want to check out the recording, you can check it out on my YouTube tomorrow at Gavin the Body at YouTube as well. Otherwise, we're going to close this live stream. We might jump back on later this evening. We might not. We'll see how things are vibing. Either way, I wish you all the utmost well-being. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Have a grand old time. Take care of yourselves. Drink some good water. Eat some good food. And as always, Godspeed, my